Nissan's improved third-generation X-Trail has matured very nicely as a family-sized SUV that sits just above the brand's popular Qashqai in the company's lineup and borrows much of its technology from that best-selling car. X-Trail buyers, though, get significantly more space, with the option of 7 seats in a model that's slightly tougher and more suitable for more adventurous families. It's now smarter, more sophisticated and better connected too.
Like most of its similarly sized rivals, this X-Trail isn't one of those SUVs that will encourage you to find a twistier route back from the supermarket, despite an active trace control system that imperceptibly brakes individual wheels through tighter bends to reduce understeer and to quicken progress through the turns. What it can do, though, is smooth your way over bumpy surfaces, and that's thanks to a multi-link rear suspension system that's denied to most versions of the brand's smaller Qashqai SUV. This is engineered to work with an active ride control system that monitors the road surface to detect undulations, which potentially could cause the car to pitch about, and then alters the damping to compensate. None of that has changed as part of the package of improvements made to this revised Mark III model, and the engine lineup is the same too. Buyers offered a choice of 3 different units. Most opt for the 1.6-litre DCI 130 diesel, and there's a 1.6-litre DIGT 163 PS petrol power plant too. Here, though, we're trying the top 2-litre DCI 177 PS variant, which can be paired with both 4-wheel drive and Nissan's Xtronic CVT automatic transmission for the first time. You can also specify those 2 features separately, although only if you go for a diesel model. In addition, there's now the option of a ProPilot autonomous driving aid for highway use. Champion for frugality is predictably the DCI 130 derivative, which in front-driven form manages up to 57.6 mpg on the combined cycle and 126 grams per kilometre of CO2. The optional all-mode 4x4i system is a capable setup, but your off-road adventures will need to be limited to light field tracks. Still, the commanding driving position makes you feel that more would be possible, and for most buyers, that'll be all that really matters. This improved third-generation X-Trail model, like the original version, wants you to know that it's a fully-fledged SUV, but that it's one you could live with. Family buyers shouldn't be daunted by the idea of trading up from, say, a mid-sized MPV or a Mondeo segment estate into a car of this kind, and here they won't be. So probably the key aesthetic change made to this revised Mark III model is the addition of the latest version of Nissan's distinctive V-Motion front grille. This frames a smarter corporate badge and cuts deep down into the necessarily restyled bumper. The outer edges here featuring smarter rectangular fog lamps. And up front, there's still nothing here that'll scare Audi or Mercedes, but thanks to the well-judged package of improvements made to this revised Mark III model, the cabin ambiance has taken a welcome step up market. Let's move into the second row. Once inside, you'll find a bench that can slide backwards or forwards over a 260mm range. The backrests recline too. As for the third row seating, well, you're going to need to show a degree of athleticism to get to them, which might be beyond Granny if you're thinking of confining her there on your Sunday afternoon trip out to the garden centre. But then, as with most SUVs in this class, these extra pews are really only intended for children or medium-sized adults on short journeys. As for the boot, well, once the tailgate raises, as you can see, it's got optional power assistance here. 135 litres of room's revealed if you have a 7-seat variant like this one and you have all 3 seating rows in place. Usually, of course, though, you'll have these extra pews folded into the floor, in which case 445 litres of room can be freed up. If you've opted for a 5-seat only X-Trail variant, that figure will rise to 565 litres. Either way, this clever double load floor enables you to make the most of the space on offer and allows you to divide the cargo area into upper and lower sections through 18 different settings. If you do need more room and you've got
both seating rows folded, a vast 1,996 litre capacity is possible.
Overall, the changes made to this revised model haven't hugely changed its buying proposition, but it does remain a starting point for anyone buying in this segment. If that's you, and you're looking for an SUV of this kind, well, X might very well mark the spot.